The prana, once it leaves the body, it is called the body. That's it. Fine. So that is the importance of prana, and that is the prana that we are manipulating through each and every technique that we are doing in yoga. It's so important for us. And when we are doing especially practices mindfully, the prana is being manipulated, and multifold energization of each and every part of the body you're manipulating happens. So the next one would be stretching the spine. So as you all know, the spinal column is very, very vital for a human being, because that is what is holding you on your axis, on your feet. So the spine needs to be very, very strong and supple as such. It should be strong, it should be flexible enough, it should be elastic enough. If it is stiff, if your spine is stiff, you age very fast. There's a saying also which goes, you are as old as your spine. So if your spine is stiff, even in 18, you will look like 80. But if your spine is supple and flexible enough, elastic enough, even at 80, you can look like you are 18 years old. So that's just a play of words, but it's very, very true as far as your spine goes. So to maintain that suppleness and the flexibility of your spine, this practice that we are doing is very, very essential, so that you are stretching. So I'll make them do the demonstration, and then with one I will explain what's actually happening. So if you're all ready, this is called as the tala asana, the tada asana also. Ready? So hands by the side. Yeah. You can move this way a little bit. Yeah. Now I think it's fine. Okay. That's it. Ready? So as you breathe in, stretch your arms up, interlock your fingers, and stretch upwards on your toes, and relax back slowly, releasing your hands by the side, and up. One more time. As you breathe in, stretch up. Give a good stretch to your body. Stretch, stretch. And breathing out, relax. So this is one stretch which is very, very essential. I just hope that you can see this way. Yeah. Now give a good stretch. So if you can see the way she's stretching, so from the feet up to here, there's a whole stretch happening in the whole of the musculature and limbs. If you can see the spine, the arrangement of the vertebrae in the spine, what we call as the intervertebral discs. Between the vertebrae, we have the discs, which are, fibrous in nature. So the stretching and releasing enhances the elasticity of these intervertebral discs. So that is why it is made more supple and more elastic. So enhancing the whole of the spine strength and the whole suppleness also with this. And you're pushing up on your feet, which means the venous drainage, like I was saying, the venous return back into the heart doesn't happen. The impure blood stays down on in your feet, which means the stagnation happens. So now that is pushed back. So the fresh blood can go down into your feet, and the impure blood is pushed up. So can you just push up one section? Straight, straight, straight. If you can see, pushing up, breathing in, up on the toes, on the toes, on the toes. Yeah, she's pushing up and full stretch. Now relax, relax. Down, back on your feet. Yeah, right? Okay, yeah. You can go back and relax. Thank you, Garima. So that was the stretch that we saw. And the same thing where, this was a full stretch that we saw for the spine. And what are the different movements that the spinal cord can, will be able to do? One is the stretching. The other one is the lateral bending, side to side. And the third movement would be the twisting, this way to the other way on the axis, side by side. So there's a twisting movement which is possible with the spine. And a forward bending is also possible. A backward bending is also possible. So these are the possible movements that a spine can do. And each of these movements has their own significance in enhancing the strength and suppleness of the spine. So now we go on with the lateral stretching, lateral bending. Ardhakatichakra asana. The name, don't bother with the names. Just look at the positions which can be done. One is with both the hands. Ready? You don't have to lift up, just the hands alone. And the same is also repeated from the sitting for your convenience, so that people who cannot stand, who have problems in balancing, or who are pregnant, elderly women, they can all do it from the chair, sitting down. And the others, if you are able, if you have the time, if you can devote more time for yourself, you can do it from the standing. All these can be manipulated as per your convenience. So if you're ready, begin stretching both your hands up, interlock your fingers and turn it. Give a good stretch, breathing in, breathing out, move to your right side. Breathing in, come up. Breathing out to your left. Breathing in, breathing out to your right. In, up, out, right. In, up, give a good stretch again and relax. So this was done with both the hands being stretched. The same thing can be done with just one hand being done. Same thing, just once. Okay. Ready? Right hand, breathing in, stretch it up. Give a good stretch now. And as you breathe out, bend to your left side. And hold the posture with a normal breathing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in, come up. Breathe out, put your hand down. Breathe in, start stretching your left hand up. Breathe out, stretch to the side and hold normal breathing. And relax. Slowly come back to the center. Putting your hands down. Eyes closed. Just relax for a moment. Listening. What is your body saying? Is your body feeling good with that stretch that you gave, the sides? Women more often, are very much, very, very particular about the shape of their body. Miss India, right? Miss World, Miss Universe and all. So this particular thing maintains the shape of the hip and the waist. So just as a tip, I'm telling you, other than the important benefits, this is another benefit, the side benefit that can happen. The fat is actually burned up in the sides of the body, those that are accumulated in the hips and in the waist. So that's one. And then off to the next